What's up everybody? Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you real quick a way to start conditioning that no marker and using our kennel crate to make sure that we're enforcing boundaries. Okay, so watch this clip from my two puppies and you'll get an idea of what the end result we're looking for is. So that's obviously the end goal, that we can open up the kennel door and that our puppy does not bolt out, does not run out. They wait for our release command. I want you to use the door and I want you to set yourself up for success. So find out which way your kennel door opens. Most of them open outwardly and they're going to either open from one side or the other. This kennel happens to open from either side. But I want you to be aware of that because as I open this kennel door up, if I give my dog the space, I have to understand that they may try to take that and I have to be ready for it. Getting caught off guard is not an excuse, and getting caught off guard can be very counterproductive for what I'm trying to teach you in this video. The idea behind this is that we can start to teach the dog what the no marker means very effectively by using the kennel crate door versus our hands or any other technique. I like to use this. Obviously, it is very dependent on your puppy's age. If your puppy is 6 weeks old, we are mostly going to open this up, grab them physically, carry them out, right? As your dog gets older, like Russian here, he's about 7.5 months old. He knows better. Let me switch it around so you can see him. He was one of the ones in the example video, so I can open up this kennel door and he's very eager. He wants to come out. Break. He's ready to come out. Kennel. But he's waiting patiently for that release command. Good boy. So the reason I bring this up is because when we start instituting the no marker with it, when we start adding punishment to them coming out of the kennel, it's more of the technique than it is the force or anything like that. The key with any of it, in my opinion, is our timing with the verbal mark. So as we open this kennel door up and I'm already expecting that my dog might fail, I'm waiting for them to show me any sign that they're coming out. As that nose starts to leave, as the body language starts to commit, no. No. And if you can, it should be almost instantaneous or a slight delay from the no and then the kennel door shuts. If you slow that down, you'll see a no, micro pause, kennel door shuts, right? Now the key is that we try to commit to that kennel door shutting early. Almost, if this is the first time you're doing this with your dog, anticipate your puppy is going to try to come out of there and just know that you're probably going to, have to shut this up on them. Now, if they have their head out and you're a little bit late to the party, then you still and we try to close this, and if half their body's hanging out, then of course grab them, get your butt back in there. You can push them back in, you can reset them, and then try again. The idea behind this is once they get the shut on their face once, we open it back up, we open it back up further, and we can get our dog to understand very quickly that the no is only for them trying to come out. Once they reset themselves, the opportunity comes back up, and if they wait, cool, here's the treat. If they decide to mess up and come out again, you close it up, but then give them the opportunity again, right? I see a lot of owners struggle with progressing because every time their dog tries to come out, they close it all the way up and they wait. No, all I want you to do is use this as your no and your reset. So no. And you notice, like, I'm not hitting my dog with this kennel door at all. It's not smashing into his face or anything like that, but it is something that's very effective, that closes quickly, that can create a little bit of shock and awe, and it can be a really, really great way to condition what that no marker means. So once we have our dog that is understanding and respectful of the boundary. While I've been doing all this, Rush is just laying down right here. He's just laying down inside of his kennel, wondering, what the heck are you doing right now, Dad? But once we have our dog respecting that boundary, then we have our leash here. And this is just a slip leash. You can use your clip leash. You can use whatever you want. But this is where I recommend we get our dogs used to us hooking up the equipment on them, getting that leash situated. And now, pop quiz for you guys, is the leash getting put on my dog an indicator that he gets to come out? No, it is not. They can only come out with the verbal commands that we want to associate with them coming out, whether it's the release command or to follow next to you calmly, the recall, whatever it may be. But I haven't given him any of those commands. So me putting on the slip, me taking off the slip, me sitting in here messing with his collars, like none of that is a signal for him to come out of the kennel until I give him a command. So as your puppy gets older, I want them to wait. No. I want them to wait until I take this, I clip it up, and this is where you guys get to get a little bit creative. I want you to be creative in this sense, because as I clip up my leash to my dog, now the variable game begins. And now you can wait 5 seconds one day, 5 minutes the next day, 30 minutes, 2 minutes, but I want you to try to avoid getting in a habit where you're waiting for roughly 5 to 10 seconds every single time, and the second you step away from them, they follow you, and that's when you're giving them the release command. What it should look like, ideally, is that I can stand up, I can move away, I can come back, and I know I'm out of the shot right now, but I can stand up, I can move away, I can come back, I can do circles around them, I can start to really advance this practice, this impulse control drill into whatever I want, and that will pay dividends later on in life as they develop. No. So even that, sniffing on the ground, I want you to correct that. No, because it doesn't lead to anything other than them stepping out, right? And if they put their little toes on the edge and stuff like that, like he's wanting to come out, but then he gives in and lays down. So again, it's not that he's going to be 100%, but I can verbally say no to my dog now, and he'll back himself back up. He'll get back inside his kennel because I conditioned him early on from this drill. Now, if you get a dog that's really hard-headed, watch your toes, buddy. Make a point. If you get a dog that's really hard-headed, you can use these kennel doors very effectively, very quickly, and again, you're not going to hurt your dog. So it could be more of like that surprise, shock, and awe. And I'm just showing you this so that way you understand that this is not going to hurt your dog. But if they try to come out, no. And all you're doing is like kind of shutting it with some force there. No. And I'm not using a lot of force, but it's making a loud sound. It's kind of banging back into them, and I'm just, no. And so if you do that, it's going to catch them off guard, which will make a very impactful moment in your young puppy's learning and your young puppy's development for the better. I do believe it is for the benefit of them understanding what that no means, understanding that they need to stop and wait, and sometimes it can just pull them out of their excited, crazy arousal curve when you're home from work, they haven't seen you all night, it's early in the morning, whatever the case is. Sometimes that little shock and awe helps keep the emotion out of it from me. Now I'm not yelling at my puppy, grabbing them, pulling them back, or anything like that. This is a longer video than I thought it was going to be, but there's just so much here to go over that really does set you up for success later on. And so if you can start to get your puppy to understand to wait until I clip up, and I can even stand up, and I can move away, and my dog's waiting there until they get that release command, you're going to be paving the way for so many other benefits as we advance through our training together. So make sure you implement this every single time your dog comes out of the kennel. You're already getting them out. Use this opportunity to your advantage. Use this opportunity to make progress. And as you can see now, the benefits never stop. Every time I take a road trip with them, every time we drive to the park, every time we go out the front door, we're doing some semblance of this game. And so there's so much positive transfer there. And we've taught him since he was 7 to 8 weeks old, probably. So give this a try, institute this into your puppy's routine. And if you have any questions, let me know. Good luck. We'll see you in the next one.